putting on my top hat, tying up my white tie, brushing off my tail. Heaven, I'm in heaven. And the way you look tonight.
Goodbye, my friends. I'll see you all in Guacamora.
Some fine day.
Fred had been in a partnership with his sister, Adele, from 5 years old till she married when he was 34 years old. He had been the lead in one play on Broadway without his sister, 2 brief appearances in the hit movie Dancing Lady, and then was partners with Ginger for 7 movies. There was a lot going on with all this, covered in the movie review. Finally, in 1937, Fred got to star in a movie without Ginger in A Damsel in Distress. Fred co-stars with the comedy team of George Burns and Gracie Allen, above the title with Fred. Future big star Joan Fontaine, music by the Gershwins, and directed by George Stevens. I find myself often not only disagreeing with the Oscar choices, but not even comprehending why. Here is a case in point. The Oscars had a very short-lived choreography award, Best Dance Direction, only for 3 years, from 1935 through 1937. This period covers the 2 greatest Fred and Ginger movies, Top Hat and Swing Time, as well as the very good Roberta, Follow the Fleet, and Shall We Dance. These movies contain many of the best dance scenes in movie history, yet only 3 dances were nominated, and not the best dances, in my opinion. Not my number 8 rated Never Gonna Dance, not even my number 2 rated Cheek to Cheek. Now, I have not seen many of these other dance scenes yet, and that makes it difficult to judge. But how can movie historians declare Fred and Ginger changed the way movie dances were filmed, yet never win this award? It seems to me the less the public cares about an Oscar, the pettier the award becomes. Following the contortions and the rule changes over the years is perplexing. I believe many professional dancers and choreographers found it insulting that Ginger, who never had any dance training before partnering with Fred, was partnered with the greatest movie dancer of that time. While the dance review books afterwards are very kind to Ginger, even they point out at first Ginger struggled, or, as Fred said, just winged it to get by. But by Swing Time, even the harshest critics agreed Ginger had become a very competent dancer, especially in the wonderful Pick Yourself Up, my number 16 best movie dance. Fred and Ginger introduced the beautiful, emotional, romantic ballroom dance, better than anything before or after, in my humble opinion, and they are ignored. Instead, 3 of the 4 nominated Fred dances involve gimmicks. Top Hat with Shooting Down the Ensemble, Bojangles of Harlem with Dancing with the Projected Images, and this dance scene, Funhouse, with the mirrors. Out of all the Fred and Ginger dance scenes, only the Piccolino from Top Hat was nominated, the last Busby Berkeley-style large ensemble dance in their movies. It's a nice dance, but I do not see how this was chosen over so many others. Don't misunderstand me. Fred's nominated dances are excellent and far better than most performed by other dancers. To me, they are just not his best. This dance, Stiff Upper Lip, is fun to watch and overloaded with sight gags. Yet it seemed if you wanted an award, do a gimmick dance, because the pros who vote on this are bored to death with beautiful scenes. Not much new there. Fontaine is the daughter of an English lord, and the staff at the castle has a pool betting on who she will marry. In London, trying to avoid the staff, Fontaine had jumped into Fred's cab, and that is how they met. Now the staff believes Fred is her American lover. A few days later, Watson, the young footman, sneaks Fred into the castle to meet Fontaine again. They have a confusing conversation where she tells Fred about the man she loves, and he thinks it is him. When leaving, Fred thinks the lord of the castle, Love, is the gardener and gives him a note for Fontaine. Later, Love visits Fred and gives him the reply to his note and tells Fred they are going to the fair today, and Fred should come and fight for the woman he loves. Fred meets up with Fontaine again at the fair, and they go into the tunnel of love. Fred sneaks a kiss and gets slapped for his boldness. Fred and the Burns do the Oscar-winning Best Dance Direction dance, Stiff Upper Lip, in a very clever dance in a funhouse.
What makes every Englishman a fighter through and through? It isn't roast beef or ale or home or mother. It's just a little thing they sing to one another. Stiff upper lip, stout fella, carry on, old bean. Chin up, keep muddling through. Stiff upper lip, stout fella, dash it all I mean. Pip pip to old man trouble and a toodaloo-too. Stiff upper lip, stout fella, when you're in a stew. Sober a blotto, this is the motto, keep muddling through.
Please like and subscribe.